For almost 3 years, I lived next door to the strangest neighbor I'd ever met. His name was Victor, and nobody in the neighborhood seemed to know much about him. He lived alone, rarely spoke to anyone, and his schedule made no sense. Some nights he'd leave the house at 2 a.m. Other days he wouldn't come outside for 48 hours. Every week, different delivery. Trucks stopped at his house carrying locked metal cases instead of normal packages. He had security cameras covering every corner of his property, blackout curtains on every window, and a garage that was never open for more than a few seconds. The rumors started almost immediately. Some people thought he was laundering money. Others believed he was connected to organized crime. Even I started wondering what kind of person lived like that. One Saturday morning, everything changed. I looked out my window and saw several black SUVs pull onto our street. Men wearing jackets with large yellow letters stepped out and surrounded Victor's house. My heart dropped. The FBI was here. Within minutes, the entire neighborhood was standing outside. Convinced we'd been living next to a dangerous criminal, nobody said a word as agents carried equipment inside. The investigation lasted for hours. By lunchtime, local reporters had even started showing up. Everyone assumed Victor was going to leave in handcuffs. Late that afternoon, the front door finally opened. But instead of arresting him, something completely unexpected happened. The lead agent walked out smiling and shook Victor's hand. They spoke for a few moments before several agents actually helped him load expensive computer equipment into one of the government vehicles. No handcuffs, no shouting, no arrest, just handshakes and smiles. A few days later, I finally got the truth. Victor wasn't a criminal at all. He was one of the country's top cybersecurity experts and worked with federal agencies investigating international ransomware attacks. The strange hours were because he worked with teams across different time zones. The locked cases contained encrypted computer servers. The security cameras protected sensitive government equipment stored inside his home office. Even the black SUVs weren't there to arrest him. They had come to collect evidence that helped shut down a hacking group responsible for stealing millions of dollars from hospitals and small businesses. A week later, I apologized for believing the rumors. Victor smiled and said something I'll never forget. People create stories to explain what they don't understand. Most of the time, they're completely wrong. From that day on, I stopped judging people based on appearances. Sometimes the person everyone thinks is hiding something isn't hiding from the law at all. They're helping protect it.